Hello. Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. It's been a minute this week since the last stream, but we're back, and we should be back on schedule here for the most part. Working on some NFL content, which will be coming out soon. So excited to share that with y'all. Now that the draft is over, I'm kind of going to be shifting and focusing a lot on just football content in general. We're going to do more season long and best ball centered content this year. So be on the lookout for that. I have rookie rankings coming out soon. I have first look at season long rankings coming out soon as well, very soon. So those will be shared out. Make sure you guys stay tuned to my Twitter, the Rolling Insights Twitter. Make sure you guys hop in our Discord if you're not already in there. It's free, and you can ask me any questions that you like in there as well when I'm not on stream. But we should be back. If you guys, obviously, it's kind of been weird the last few weeks. I've had a lot going on, but we should be back to basically Tuesday through Friday-ish streams. There's not going to be streams on Monday, but it should be like Tuesday through Friday for the most part. And we'll still be talking, baseball and bets and all that stuff on the stream, but we are going to be doing more NFL content, which will be starting very soon now that we are into the month of May. With that being said, though, I think I'll save it for next week. We can kind of, once my rookie ranks come out, first look at them, we can kind of run through the first couple rounds of the NFL draft because we didn't get a chance to do that on stream. So we'll save that for next week. Maybe Tuesday, just depends how like the playoff schedules and stuff shake out. But that's like tentative plan. As far as today go, let's see if we can find some winners. If you guys have questions on anything, go ahead and ask. Yeah, if we kind of want to, let's like do a little review of what's gone on this week. We'll start with, I don't know where to start, actually. Do we start with the 76ers? Just insane comeback here, forcing a game 7 against the Celtics. Do we start with the Lakers trying to choke this? Do we start with the Denver Nuggets? Just absolutely terrible from the Denver Nuggets. I posted in Discord last night. I was like, if the Nuggets lose, don't talk to me for a week. You guys know I'm a Jokic fan. Just inexcusable loss. There's just really just nothing to say about that. Inexcusable loss to lose that series from the Denver Nuggets. And Nikola Jokic could play better. I'm not going to say he can't. I don't think he played up to his ability for the majority of that series. After the first few games of that series, I just don't think that was peak form Nikola Jokic. But at the same time, the just literally no help from his teammates. I mean, Cam Johnson played decent last night. For the vast majority of the series, I thought Tim Hardaway Jr. was terrible. I thought Jamal Murray was very underwhelming. Really just a bad performance all around from the Denver Nuggets. That was disappointing for sure. Obviously, I had a title future on them from before the season. Now that we've had got to this point of the season, I didn't actually think they had a chance to win the title, but I definitely, when this team was constructed and kind of the moves that they made last offseason, I did not think we were going to get a first round exit from that team, especially when you're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who lose Anthony Edwards for multiple games in that series. Like just an inexcusable series loss. I don't know. Somebody needs to answer for it, and they need to make some changes all around. If we want to talk 76ers, I want to give Joel Embiid his flowers. I mean, someone that I've been very critical of in the past. I think he has played exceptional basketball, coming back from injury the way he has and to play the way he has. I mean, he's been completely dominant. The Boston Celtics have no answers for Joel Embiid. I thought in the fourth quarter of that game, not this past game, but the game prior to that, it's just domination. Thought he's played very, very well. Would love to see the 76ers upset the Celtics. I think that'd be really fun. Would also open the path up a little bit more for the Cavs should they take care of the Raptors, which I don't think is a foregone conclusion at this point. But yeah, I definitely want to give Embiid his flowers. I think he's played very, very well. Looking at the games tonight in these series, no shocker that the Magic are up in this series. I know they're not going to have Franz tonight, but I've bet the Magic every single game of this series. It's been a printing press for them to cover the spread. And this is an angle that we played when JB Bickerstaff coached the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's just an underwhelming playoff coach for whatever reason. And the Magic have just been one of the easiest bets. I've literally bet them every single game. I don't know if I'll bet them tonight without Wagner. I'm still look. Paolo's played a lot better, and if you guys think back to the stream I did during the play-in, when I bet on the Hornets against the Magic in that play-in game, I told you guys that I think Paolo is better suited for a playoff series than he is the regular season, and I think that's held true. He's definitely played better in this series than he has basically the entire season. I still think Franz is their best player, though. So, that's kind of tough to navigate. They are at home, though. I don't know. Definitely seems like that's going to go 7, though. Cavs, we still have a max bet series bet out there. We had Cavs to win and Vegas Golden Knights to win parlayed together. Cavs are up 3-2. Knights are up 3-2. They both have a chance to close out tonight. Hopefully we don't have to deal with like a game 7, but these series have just not been easy. So we'll see what happens. But really big Cavs fan tonight and really big Vegas Golden Knights fan tonight to just close that bet out. Cavs have been really underwhelming, in my opinion, after the first 2 games of that series. James Harden's really struggled at times with the turnovers, which has hurt them. But I thought overall that loss to the Raptors last Sunday where they choked, I think they were up 8, 3 minutes left. That was just a terrible loss. This series should be over. Still struggle to understand how the Cavs blew that game, but I digress. They got to go back tonight and play them. They're minus 4.5, it looks like, on the spread there. And then finishing off here with the Lakers. Look, I mean, the Lakers were huge underdogs in this series. They jump out to a 3-0 lead. The Houston Rockets have played better without Kevin Durant, in my opinion, and that's really just not shocking considering kind of the stuff that's been going on with Durant the entire season. The Rockets have played much better without him. So we'll see what happens tonight. I still feel like I'd take the Lakers to close this out with 2 chances at it. One coming at home should they lose tonight, but we'll see what happens. The Rockets have been playing much better. Şengün's been playing better. Amen Thompson's been really good as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Should be 3 good games tonight, though. Pretty excited for that. As far as betting wise, I might bet the Magic just out of respect. I think they've covered the spread. I think in all but 1 game, maybe, of the series. Maybe they're 3-2. Maybe they've covered the 3 games that they've won. Can't remember. But I might bet them out of respect at home since we've bet them the other 5 games. So that's potentially on the docket there. I do like Scotty Barnes tonight to play more of just that facilitating role that we've kind of seen from him all series without Emmanuel Quickly. I wanted to see what his points and assist prop is. 30.5 is pretty high. I was hoping we would get like 28, 29 there. His Oh, it just moved down to 29.5 actually. So it's minus 130 on FanDuel, but I do like the over 29.5 points plus assists. His regular assist number 7.5. I think you could I would lean the over there as well. And you would just trust Toronto to make shots at home relative to on the road. Like they struggled shooting after the first few minutes of that game in game 5, they did struggle to shoot the ball outside of like Walter was hot, but yeah, I think they'll shoot a little bit better tonight. Scotty Barnes assists looks interesting to me. We bet Murray Boyles in game 2. We kind of got ahead of that, how big of a factor he would play in this series. So I think you could go back to the well there. His rebound prop is at 6.5. That's probably a little high. We took it at 4.5 in game 2, and he easily went over. 6.5, I don't like as much. Who steps up for the Cavs? I don't know. I really thought Donovan Mitchell would have a better game last game out. He didn't. He didn't play as much because the second unit was kind of cooking, and they just couldn't afford to take those guys off the court because they were losing and trying to catch up. So we could play that angle again and go back to it. His points props at 25.5. I've taken it 2 times this series. It's 1-1, and it's just taking Donovan Mitchell 25 plus points parlayed with the Cavs money line. So, like I said, it's 1-1. You can get it tonight at plus 128 odds. I like it at plus money because the prior 2 times that we took it, it was like minus 120, minus 130. So I definitely like the odds we're getting it at relative to what we've taken it prior, especially because I really don't think anything has changed. So there's definitely potential for me to give that a long look. Orlando, Detroit. I don't know from like a betting standpoint. I've kind of been riding Tobias Harris a little bit on the DFS streets. His points props at 16.5. I kind of like the over there again. I kind of like, I mean, Duren rebounds has been pretty good. I think you could look at that again. Those are probably the main 2 things that I would circle there. I just don't know how this is going to play out without Franz. Like, who's going to step up for Orlando? You would anticipate somebody can have a good shooting game, home court. So if we're looking like outside of Paolo and Bain, who are like the main guys when you take Franz off the floor, you have Suggs, you have Jamal Cain who can step in, Anthony Black off the bench. You feel pretty confident. Obviously, you have Wendell Carter there as well. You would feel confident in one of those role players kind of stepping up, but picking out which one is difficult. I think my lean would be Anthony Black if I had to pick somebody. I'm really mad last night when we got the news that Ayo was going to miss. I did want to fire in some Shannon bets, and I kind of just forgot about it. He played really, really well for the Timberwolves last night. I think I want to get in on Anthony Black. So I'm going to take him. This is my first actual bet for tonight. I'm going to take Anthony Black over 12.5 points. And then I might alt him. Let's see. 15 plus is basically like plus 150. So we're going to get in on that. So Anthony Black over 12.5 points. Going to alt him at 15 as well in that game. Might do the Mitchell thing, might not. Might do the Scotty Barnes assists, might not. Lakers Rockets. Like I said, really like how Amen Thompson's been playing. His assist line is at 5.5. His points and assists is at 24.5. Just points is at 18.5. That all seems kind of inflated. Let's see. Can we get cheeky? Let's look at like, is there any like weird like first quarter? Four and a half first quarter points. I don't like that either. I'll come back there. I don't have a lean. If you guys in the chat have a lean on that game, I don't know. I could definitely see getting to a game 7 in LA. I think if we just look at the spread of these games, obviously Detroit is favored, so that's expected to get to game 7. Houston favored, so that's expected to get to game 7. But even if we were looking, the Rockets are -3.5 at home. The Pistons are -3.5 on the road. I think I trust the Rockets the most of any of these teams tonight to force that game 7. I think the Rockets are more likely to win this game than the Pistons are more likely to win their game, but they're both 3.5 point favorites, so it's expected around the same. But overall, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the games tonight. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, obviously. So if we want to look at the 76ers Celtics, Celtics are -7.5. This opened at 8.5, I'm pretty sure, and has come down. There's an 8 at like Bookmaker, which is not available for me. There's an 8 at, I don't even know what this is. This betting site has an 8. I don't even know what site that is. There's an 8 at Bet 105, which I don't have access to. Bet Online. So basically, some of the offshores are still hanging those 8s everywhere. That's widely available to us is at 7.5. So that definitely came down a point. I don't know if I will make a bet, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning the 76ers there. I'm going to think about it. Unfortunately, the Hawks lost. We did cash that +2.5 for their series. We also cashed, if you guys tailed that, what was the other one that we took? I think it was Spurs and 5, right? 2-1. We took that. That hit on Tuesday. But we just have tomorrow, which is unfortunate. Just one game tomorrow, basketball. We also have Kentucky Derby tomorrow. And then hockey, just one game for hockey tomorrow as well. So 2 total playoff games and the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. And then that'll lead us into Sunday, where we're definitely, I think we're getting at least a couple between NHL and NBA games on Sunday as well. So, yeah, as far as hockey tonight, just rooting for Vegas to close our bet out. Rooting for the Sabres in Boston. We'll see what happens there. I could see that getting back to a game 7. Game 7 in Buffalo for the Sabres would be absolutely electric. Montreal is looking to close it out at home tonight. They were pretty sizable dogs in that series. Tomorrow, Flyers, Hurricanes, which I guess is that is game 1 of that second round series. We'll be starting up there. But overall, quicker stream today, just running through the games. I'll be live, not Monday, but Tuesday, and then we'll be back on our normal schedule. Plan for Tuesday to be rookie rankings, NFL talk, but we'll definitely take a look at the playoff games as well. We'll just kind of see what the schedule's looking like. But I'll tweet some bets out this weekend. Stay tuned for that. Good luck tonight if you're betting or playing DFS, and I will see everybody next week.